Hello, hello, hello. It's a new day in the workroom. Hi, everyone. Do your intro. Hi, my name is Lilac, and this is Never Ending Ebas. We're the Ebas. Never ends. I realized that's not how the intro used to sound like. The never ends part. That's so Ilonggo of me. That intro used to just be never ends. Now I don't think I've ever not said it as never ends. So I'm so okay. Anyways, I feel a bit disheveled. I look a bit disheveled. I think it's the stubble. I didn't. Well, I shaved the other day. So this is what I look like now. Hey, hi. Hello, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great weekend. It's been like yeah, semi-eventful week. Ang busy ko na naman. Ito na naman tayo. I know it happens every other month. I'd be like, oh my god, fun month, and then the next month I'm just like, ang daming gagawin. Anyways, if you've seen the TikToks, give it a like, give it a repost. I am working my ass off because I have my own production team. So a little goes a long way. Your like will change the studio, everybody. I was recently ranting about this on my dump account. And I was just saying na parang, it feels so demeaning making short form content, not because it's demeaning to make short form content, period, but it feels, I know, whatever I'm doing na, converting essentially what is long form into short form does feel like content farmy, content sloppy. I feel like I said on my IG stories, I was like, I feel like Mr. Beast. It really just feel like, oh my god, and Mr. Beast putting out his little TikToks. Mr. Beast putting out. Pero gets ba? I did say I was gonna make I'm gonna try to make an having a stroke. I said I was gonna try to make an active effort to promote the podcast, even just to because I feel like my promotions has always been just like I'm gonna post it on my story and then that's it. No, I didn't do that with my stream before. My stream, I was actively raiding people. People went to my stream. People found my stream through other people. The promotions that went into those streams. I was again my own production team. I'm not. This isn't my first rodeo. I've been doing this shit. Okay. But the contentifying of the podcast is getting to OA check. So it's been 6 TikToks. But gets ba? I feel like because it's the initial push of it, it's starting to feel it feels weird to me. But I feel like it's okay naman. Marte lang ako. And with this podcast, I said out here, and with this podcast, I truly am my biggest fan. If there are no Never Ending Ebas fans, bitch, I'm dead. I am my number one. I'm my number one cheerleader. This podcast has just proven to me because I'm scrubbing through the episodes again to make TikToks out of it. I enjoy the fuck out of listening to myself. I'm glad you viewer are sticking around because I be sticking around too. I don't know. I don't know what about this is so entertaining that na tayo sa slapping. Every time I wear shorts on this podcast, I be slapping the fuck out of my thigh. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like I just like listening to myself talk also. And I don't know. I think I mentioned it here before. Whenever I listen to myself in the podcast, I be nodding. I be enjoying the fuck out of it. I was like, yeah, well, yes. I agree, and it's me. What the fuck? Anyways, I've been listening to myself and nodding and laughing like all of that didn't come from me. Wow. Damn. Okay. She's enjoying, I guess. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways, I'm a fucking psycho. I just wrote after all these notes like I'm a fucking psycho. Well, yes. Anyways, pop culture happenings this week. Very important pop culture is happening this week. The girls are fighting. Again, let's preface everything again. Everybody tread lightly. Again, we don't know these people. They're putting on a show for us, and whether or not that show is as real could get, or it's all fun and games and dances, let it happen right in front of you. And not have too much stakes on it. I feel, alam mo yun, I see some of the shit that you guys are posting online, and it really does. It's like, oh my gosh, guys, and we don't know the ins and outs of the people of the world. My take away what you take away from it. Think about it, peruse. But at the end of the day, we're spectators. Whatever you're putting out there says more about you than it says about them. Okay? So again, tread lightly. The things that they be saying, behind the scenes, they could be patching fear. Behind the scenes, whatever the fuck's happening is happening there. You, however, whatever the fuck you said and put out there in the world, that's also still there. All because of what? All because of what? All because you decided not to tread lightly. Okay? At the end of the day, we're spectators. Whatever you're putting out there says more about you than these women. Which? We're doing this now, I guess. It's the best segue to our ebas number 1. Ebas number 1. Your proximity to things tells me something about you. Nothing burger statement. I'll get into it. Wait. Your proximity to things tells me something about you, as much as you would like to believe that it doesn't or it won't. Just being in the proximity of these things does tell me something about you. Okay? Let's set some foundation. Let's set some ground rules. I don't think what you like dictates your personality. It doesn't dictate your entire personality. But let me break. What the fuck? Anyways. But it's not irrelevant. Okay? It might not be the end all be all, but it does say something about you. Whether you like it or not. Okay? Liking certain things puts you in a certain proximity that makes you privy or more tolerant of certain behavior. What am I talking about? Because when you're in proximity to certain things, you pick up some things in that ecosystem around it. Okay? Whether or not you know it. Okay? And you could be, again, not all. Did I write it on here? Okay, wait lang. We'll get to it. Backstory. I have a certain oomph. Okay? Seems like pretty normal person. I would say he's like kind of chill on the regular. Who I keep finding out every time his pop girl comes out with something, I keep finding out he's a rabid stan. Whenever like stuff happen, like whenever pop culture moments happen. Okay? Because outside of it, he seems fine. He seems normal. Okay? But whenever an album rollout happens, mentions of their pop girls are around, it's like Jekyll and Hyde. It's just like, alam mo yun? He can't help it. The full moon is out. He's about to break. Oh my God. Put him in cuffs. Whoa. Okay. Suddenly, he's foaming at the mouth. Billboard charts, Spotify numbers. Oomph will die if the outcome isn't what he wants it to be. Damn. What was I on when I was writing this? I was also on my Jekyll and Hyde ship. Something comes out that I don't understand and that I don't normally see from them. And I'm scared. Is this how you normally are? Oomph? What the fuck? Alam mo yun, like, again, on a normal day, Oomph is just posting like selfies. The coffee he got today. On not normal days, aka days like these. That's how we feel. It's oh my god. Oh my god. You know? All the dogs in the neighborhood are barking and it's driving him insane. Parang ganun. Oh. Yeah. Again, I feel like you can enjoy an album, rebut claims that you don't feel align with your claims or opinions or whatever, and not be nasty. Again, punot dulo ng argument na to is that some of you guys are taking this into places I didn't think anybody would take but are. And now it's been made common behavior to take it to that level. And now I think it's weird. Right. Which brings us back to point number one, which is I think this corruption happened during the stunning. This corruption happened when said thing that he liked got liked by them. Okay? This proximity has made me see that your stunning isn't just liking the music or the artist. Okay? It means you're inhaling discourse around it. It means you're inhaling all the fan behaviors around it. And all of the above. The rest. It's all in the it's all in that whiff. And again, I wrote on here. I said earlier also, I said we will get here. Is it not all? Definitely not all. Because I know so many girls who like certain artists with certain crazier fan bases that don't act this way. Okay? That makes sense to me. But all of this, okay, is definitely because you like said thing. Unfortunately, there's no other way around it. Because for me, that's where it starts. That's where it started like, all right. If it hadn't existed, them being this close proximity with said thing that they like, and the people around this thing that they like, that are exhibiting, nahilo na yun ako sa sinulat ko, if this thing hasn't existed, or if the thing that they like didn't exist, them being in this close of a proximity with this said thing, and the people surrounding this thing that are exhibiting extreme behavior, but din ako nahilo na. Well, I think na wala nang kinalaman yung sa beginning. All I'm saying is, you being in close proximity with these things, and the people who likes the things that you like, and if these people that I was pertaining to exhibit certain extreme behavior, I'm gonna point it to them for unlocking that thing in you. Gets ba? Pati na rin ako nahilo na rin ako. Basta gets. Na, I think, like, if you're the bad person this whole time, your evil has laid dormant in your body. Liking this thing and the people that are associated, liking this thing, and then you on your side, or you're interacting with the community, seeing these people on your side. I think I just got lost midway talking about it. Basta, guess nyo yun, you are not shielded. You are not bubbled. I look crazy from the behavior that is happening here. Because you're facing the same thing. You're seeing the same thing. And I feel like if you get into a thing, unavoidably you are like getting anong tawag dito? You are getting a whiff of this. Whatever this is. But again, that's on you whether you're gonna act on it or not. Diba? Like that doesn't automatically make you an insane person. But I feel like having to inhale fumes like that for a while, the fumes will get to you. The fumes are gonna do something to your body. And I feel like it's kind of what happened to Oomph. You know? Um, that stuff leaks. This is their corruption arc, and I'm seeing it unfold in real time. Check on your friends. And when I say rabid, I'm not talking about like, oh my god, stop fighting my diva. That's fine. You're in the defense of your diva, sure. Okay. When I say rabid, I mean like I'm talking about like nasty. Okay? Nasty things coming out of your mouth. Almost like alam mo yun, like it's almost like when you say these things, there's no repercussions. That's how it feels like to me. That you're just getting it out like that, out in the open, as if people don't read it, don't see it, or as if you're just like attacking a certain group of people when everybody sees this. Okay, very cult-like, very, very below the belt. Okay, stuff like that. It's weird. It's really so weird. I truly believe you can love your fave and defend them respectfully and have some couth. Because I thought this was a classy party. I thought this was a classy party. Okay? It's a whole another thing for all these things to come out of your mouth in the name of your idol. It's weird. Okay. Okay. It feels like radiation poisoning. I don't think people are inherently bad, but you hang around long enough around people with bad energy, that energy seeps into you. Also, I feel like once you've seen this nasty side of like a person, you can't like unsee it anymore. It's just like it informs me so much of how they are. Unintentionally, I think. Kasi parang, alam mo yun, na parang, this is how you go about it on such menial things, I would say. And then, how much more when it comes to the real stuff? Gets ba? I can't separate the guy from his rabid stand side. That proximity reveals something important. Okay, yun, parang whether or not before this they have been evil, that evilness is definitely empowered by the people that surrounds the thing that they like. Right. Right. Moral of the story. What you might like might not define you, but the culture that comes with it will inform how you navigate the world. It will tell people things you don't even know you're telling them. Oomph. Oomph. Go. Keep it in the drafts. Or I don't know, do people not like reread their tweets anymore? I feel like kasi pang you can have such a nuanced take on things without, alam mo yun, gets ba? It for me it has been such a ride reading their tweets because it's like, whoa, like do you know that the rest of us are seeing these? But I really do appreciate when I have like friends who clearly like think about the things they say on the internet. Think about whenever like almost mindless discourse comes into your timeline, they do chime in on it with something to say versus than just pure like nothing. Just pure nastiness. Alam mo yun? Like, I like when somebody just steps back and look at their parang stake, or they're looking at their what they want to make out of the situation, what their takeaway is, instead of being just nasty. Anyways. Anyways. Abas number 2. We need to bring back the concept of a queer complex. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Backstory. I recently watched Caleb Heron's Last Meals because I love Caleb. And I love King. I love Mythical Kitchen. Love Josh. Love. Anyways, one of the stuff they talked about was there was a town in Kansas City, called Woman Town. Caleb talked about it with the gay historian in his podcast. It's apparently a thing that happened around the 80s to 90s where a bunch of lesbians wanted to build a lesbian utopia. And they go to the fairs where the women could be. They're putting it on lesbian publication na girls, come over, live here, okay? Let's make the perfect lesbian city. They bought up land. They got properties. They fixed the houses. And then they lived there. You're not so cunt. You're not so cunt. Alam ko may kasunod pa yun na joke na parang, if you're a guy, if you're a man, and you're passing by Woman Town, you need to duck because the women will shoot you. Well, anecdote. But I think that the concept of just like gathering up friends, gathering up people you think are cool, and living together with them, it's just like wow, we've truly lost the plot when it came to living with people. Okay? And I feel like the concept that I know this is I don't know if it's a millennial thing. Or parang I picked it up when on Tumblr. Parang ganon. Na people just want to live in a complex with their friends. And I agree. Bring that back. Why was that only like a thought we had back in 2016? Bring it back now, 2025. Huh? Right. Where I keep going back to this idea that my boyfriend talked about way back. Now we could gather up our gays, get a complex, and live there. That's his ideal living situation. I fully agree. I fully agree. You know what? Which I think sounds fucking great. This concept of like chosen family, complex, is mirrors well like parang blood family complex. Because that's a thing here in the Philippines. Like I know families, like multiple families live in one complex. You and your relatives live in one complex. Like that's a thing here. Why can't we do that with our chosen families? Because as queer people, we can. Nawala na ako. Anong sinasabi ko? We're so deprived of community and building up places where you choose your community helps. Okay, sorry. We're so deprived of community, and building up places where you get to choose your community helps. Helps. Also, gay people love living near each other. I'm not even kidding you. Whenever people, the ongoing joke that is Greenfield is full of gay people, it's not even funny anymore. Because you go on there and it's like, every single gay person I know lives here for some fucking reason. That's fun. That's fun. You know what? Hell yeah. Greenfield gays, you get it. I feel like we've been sold to this idea of living in a condo, your solo life, whatever, independence. Woo! But in turn, isolation. Boo. Okay? Again, we've swung back to, this is lonely. I live in a 200-person building and I don't know anyone, nor does anyone know me. The fantasy, however, of a gay complex, it's not only economically good, it is also emotionally and spiritually Good for you. Okay? My proposal is that one of us finally makes a GC and decides on it. Hello friends, hello besties. Come make that GC like, hey, what do we think about in 2 years we all decide to buy up this complex and all live there? Right, right. I've been burping so much. Queer communal living sounds amazing because gay people love to have a nice place and be a good neighbor. Gay people, check on your gay friend. Check on your gay friend. Look at how they're living. Little gay man, what is your job and why does your apartment look like that? It's always the shutdown. It's always a shutdown. Like, wow. Wow. It's just built in gay things. We are a village. We are meant to be in a village. My boyfriend can make you cookies. I can take good pictures of you. I am also pretty tech savvy. I can troubleshoot your computer or whatever the fuck. You can help us when our sink has a problem. Plumbing, you know? When you're testing out recipes, you have an entire little gay village to give out your fun little dish. And we can critique it if you like. Gay people, judgmental. I'm sorry. We get to live with no shame. And the fantasy is alive. Huh? We get to live together as if we're in a sitcom. I think that's like my favorite part of it. It really does feel like it feels like we're the HBO sitcom. Like, yes, gay people living together. Also could come in many forms. It doesn't have to be a complex. The idea is the concept of a complex. The idea of a village, of a community, okay? It could be a cluster of apartments. It could be ano yung tawag dun? Yung I don't know what you call them. Kasi yung tatlong bahay, yung mga bahay na magkakatabi and looks exactly the same. Could be a bunch of those. Right? Right? And we all can strategically be the house for a thing. So, my household could be the board game house. We could be the board game gays. What? The other friend could be the house party house. This is where it's more it's better to have visitors. It's wider space, better. So I don't know. It just your space is designed for holding. The other friend could be the kitchen. Alam mo yon? Gets ba? Gets ba? Are you taking what I'm putting down? Tama ba yung quote na yon? Are you taking what I'm putting down? Are you getting? Are you getting? Are you taking? Basta, moral of the story. Ay, wala pa pala. Sometimes, we can just have dinner. But also sometimes, we can have a dinner with the whole complex. Wow! Like a big happy family! Ah! Is that so fun? Is that so fun? Moral of the story, I like having neighbors. That's the moral of the story. I have gotten a taste of having friends as neighbors and it's so good. Community. Shout out to my building mates. Shout out Rico, shout out Goey, shout out Ken. No, I remember one time I posted on my dump, I was like, oh my god, it's fucking flooding outside. I don't have rice. I forgot to buy rice. Replied on my story, King, my rice kami dito, do you want? And I'm like, oh, can I have some rice, please? Went down, gave me like a bun of rice, and I was like, and that's what I want for everyone to experience. I want everybody to feel what it feels like to live in a place where you know the people who live with you instead of this dystopian nightmare of living in a like 60-floor building and not a single person on there I know. Not a single person in the elevator I've talked to. Because it's not like, I don't know, it's not like that kind of place where you could be like, hi, or how's your day? Ano mo yun? So some old people maybe. But parang like, on the daily, it just feels like awkward. Anyways, yun lang naman. Ebas number 3. I hope I never protect my peace so much. Let each season happen and let new characters come in. Close parentheses. Strangers are friends you just haven't met yet. Strangers are friends you just haven't met yet. That's my, that is truly my philosophy. I always say that to people. It's such a corny fucking line, but it's like, it's fun to tell to people. It's like, strangers. One, it's true. Two, I love meeting people. Sorry, the extrovert in me truly. You guys know I took the MDTI test, and I think for ever since I took it, since high school until now, I get the same exact thing. I always get ENFP. And I feel like, right, I give like ENFP vibes. I'm so ENFP out here. Okay, I remember I talked about this briefly on my birthday episode as part of the intro. I think, but I do want to talk about it more. So here it is. Yeah, I remember I talked about it last time because I remember I was talking to you guys last time. Parang my birthday always feels like some sort of culmination, and I think I was talking about how this some birthdays feel like the season's climax. Some birthdays feels like a season finale, and I felt like this year felt like a season finale. And that's always sort of how I've been like looking at how my life happens. Parang season per season. Some seasons are gonna be not a little more flop than other seasons, but season happen. Um, and I feel like I'm such a depression can't hit a moving target type person. I'm constantly on the run. I'm constantly on the move. It's not like depression will. It's not like there's a. I made it sound like there's an upcoming depression chasing me, but no, man. But like, oh my god, I'm gonna start having people be worried about the state of my. Anyways, I do see. I like seeing my life that way because I'm constant. Things are constantly moving. Things are constantly happening as life does. As life does, and one of the things that happens when there's new seasons is that there are new people, and I will never shy away from getting introduced to new people in my life. It's fun. It's fun meeting people. I love people. Preface. I understand. Okay, where people come from when they want to protect their peace. Because, again, people are crazy. Boundaries are important. Okay. However, and I realize that many people are more hesitant for people to comment to their life for said reasons or other personal reasons of their own. But for me personally, half of the enjoyment of life comes from nawala ako. Half of the enjoyment of life is unlocking other people's lore. I love hearing about people. Because I'm like, the fact that you, person unknown to me outside of my orbit, have an entirely fleshed out plot is so fucking cool to me. You people core. I've had so many characters populate my series, the series of my life, and the characters that have changed the trajectories of each season. Shout out everybody who has been trajectory changers. Some recurring, some cameos, some villains. But at the end of the day, they made the show better. Okay, at the end of the day, the show works because of them. I just personally, because I feel like it does enrich my way of living. Okay, I don't want to be obsessed with the idea of keeping peace so much that I deny myself new characters. I love meeting new people. Okay, I guess. Sometimes you'll lose a friend, or a friend will do something hurtful to you in season 5. But that's part of living. It means you're moving. Things are moving. Alam mo, you're not paano ba? It's not like I'm rejoicing it. It's not like I'm enjoying it. But also it does feel like, what else am I here to do but live? And I feel like that's just part of it. Right. Oh. The story doesn't progress to the more interesting route if I choose the safe option. If I choose the safe option, I will fuck around and find out. Because I would rather have explored my dialogue options and have banger season after banger season than listen to what the people in front of the TV are saying, because that wouldn't make for an interesting show. Gets ba? Parang you viewer you're shouting na, "Oh my god, she's making a bad decision. Wake up, queen! Wake up, queen!" And then we wouldn't have a show if she woke up. Let her. Stop blocking her lessons. I wrote on here. I also feel like its character. I lost a thing I was talking about here. Is it on here? Ayun, I lost it. Imagine, you, viewer, you're watching Sex and the City, okay? You watch this episode unfold in front of you. Miranda is shouting at Carrie. She's like, tigil mo yan. If you're gonna call me again, tapos about big na naman to, papatayin na kita. Hindi na tayo block na kita, te. No. And then Carrie's offended. She's like, excuse me? Nagawa ko ba sa'yo yun? Exactly. And again, if Carrie was doing the right thing, if Miranda didn't want to call it out, it wouldn't make for a great show, would it? I would be gagging on my seat. I would be like, oh my god, Carrie, girl, stand up. You know, so Miranda, parang ganun, parang had things been kept stagnant, nothing would be happening to either of them. And we would have a good show. Jolly good show. This nawala na tuloy ako. How come I skipped so many things? I don't know. Every turn, every plot line, new arc, special episode. Who am I to deny myself of these things when I love these things? You know? Conflict makes for great writing. Conflict makes a show. And sometimes a great episode. Whoa. The story doesn't progress in a more interesting route if I choose the safe. Ito naman, safe option. I'll fuck around and find out. Because I would rather have explored my dialogue options and have banger season after banger season than listen to what the people in front of the TV are saying, because that wouldn't make for an interesting show. Inulit ko lang. Sorry. Nalos na ako. Ang dami ko kasing skinip. Sorry. Also, I feel like character building. What part of me persists in situations that would have me question myself? And who am I truly beneath all of it? Who comes out when these things happen? This isn't to say like make bad decisions because that's where interest blooms. Okay, no. I'm not encouraging you to be like, throw away your life so that the plot is more fun. I'm saying if opportunities open for you to be making your calculated risks, risk it. Na-calculate mo naman pala eh. Edi risk mo na. Alright? Okay. At worst, I would get a weird interaction with a stranger that I would be like, oh, that was not nice. At best, at best, that could be my next best friend. That could be the next person whose trajectory changing behavior is gonna be core to this season's plot. Okay? Okay. Catch it. Catch it. That stranger might be a best friend waiting to happen. Who knows? Okay. Moral of the story. Moral of the story. Live. The accidental theme of this episode is community. I didn't even notice. Up until I finished writing, it's like, wow, I'd be I'd be loving people. I'd be loving people. I'd be thinking about people a lot. People, go make new friends. You'll never know what you'll unlock next. Good and bad. And I feel like sometimes we're so caught up in our certain situations now we forget that that this is our present. Okay. I feel like I have so many people in my life that are always so caught up with what's gonna happen next. Na parang whatever's on here in front of you that deserves your presence and your present of it, that deserves you being present, is not getting, I guess, the attention it needs. It's not, you're not living. You're coasting by your current because you're so worried about your front. And I feel like it's such a heartbreaking way to live. And I know, like, a lot of people can't help it. But if you catch yourself, like, murking around and being like, alam mo yun, I feel like, we need to, like, mas lang tayo, like, wash your face, like, throw some water on your face. Be hydrated. Eat a snack. And then, give the attention of, give your present some attention. And be like, oh my god, life is happening right now. Whoa. Whoa. Anyways, for Ebas number one, there were so many things that we had to skirt around before I didn't want to say kasi what it is. But I feel like you've probably already deduced by when this was posted of what's happening. And I just, wala lang. I also feel like then I've been seeing posts from other friends na on this situation. I'm not gonna say it. Na about this situation that are nuanced, that are nice. I like hearing people talk about it because it's like, wow, situation. And I don't like it when people get nasty about it. Parang, what's your take on this? Manager ka ba niya, te? Whatever. I don't know. Parang, I just don't like that there are people out there that are being nasty. That's it. I hate bad people. I hate bad behavior. Gets. Anyway, that's all for this week's Evas. Gusto ko may may callback tayo for Evas number one. I'm sorry if I sound a bit, delirious. Pero parang, I was gonna say I was a bit hungry, but I did eat right before this. I feel like that's also it. I can't be like too busog or too whatever. Hindi naman rushed yung pag-shoot neto. Sakto lang. I mean, the sun's still out. It's still been raining. I'm like, when is this shit gonna stop? Whatever. Anyways, thank you everybody for coming to listen to my podcast. My name is Lilac. May sasabihin pa sana ako bago tayo alis. My month, by the way. I love Halloween. I love October. I talked about it last episode. But get ready that the next episode might be Halloween themed, or maybe the next 2 episodes might be Halloween themed na ulit. This was just a little break. There is also another thing upcoming soon. But I don't know how soon kasi ang tagal niya talagang Magawa. Medyo kasalanan ko din. I mean, I don't think it's meant to take that long. Pero, dahil maarte ako, it is. Okay? Anyways, my name is Lilac. And this has been Neverending Ebas. We're the Ebas. Never ends. Thank you, everyone. Bye.